On August 21, 2026, Hong Kong's High Court convicted 2 organizers of the city's annual Tiananmen Square candlelight vigils of inciting subversion, a landmark verdict that turns 3 decades of public mourning into a national security crime and leaves both facing up to 10 years in prison, with sentencing still pending. The transcript rendering the pair as Lin and Dao was a phonetic mishearing for Li Cheuk-yan and Chow Hang-tung. A third alliance leader, Albert Ho Chun-yan, pleaded guilty on the same charge in January 2026, and the alliance itself as an organization was also convicted. All 3 have been detained continuously since arrests and charges in September 2021, nearly 5 years of pretrial custody before the verdict. The vigils were the candlelight gatherings held each June 4th at Victoria Park to commemorate the 1989 crackdown in Beijing. For 30 years they drew thousands, with organizer estimates reaching about 180,000 at peaks in 2012, 2014, and 2019, while police estimates were consistently lower in the tens of thousands. They were police-permitted for decades and functioned as the most visible symbol of Hong Kong's distinct freedoms, including calls to end one-party rule. They were banned from 2020, first under COVID restrictions and then permanently under the national security law. The alliance disbanded in September 2021. The conviction was delivered by Hong Kong's High Court, Court of First Instance, sitting at the West Kowloon Law Courts building, by a panel of 3 government-approved national security judges hearing the case without a jury. Trial began in January 2026 and ran about 24 days. One reference identifies Judge Alex Lee when discussing sentencing principles, but major English language coverage does not consistently name the full panel. The charge is incitement to subversion of state power under Article 23 of the Hong Kong National Security Law, linked to the offense of subversion under Article 22. The law imposed by Beijing on June 30, 2020 after the 2019 pro-democracy protests criminalizes secession, subversion, terrorism, and collusion with foreign forces, with broad definitions and severe penalties, and created national security judges and procedures without juries. The serious tier under Article 23 carries 5 to 10 years, framing the reported maximum of 10 years. Judges found that the alliance's objective and repeated advocacy to end one-party dictatorship was intended to make others lose confidence in the Communist Party and to stir hostility and division. Continuing that objective after the 2020 law, and encouraging supporters to pursue it by unlawful means when the opportunity arose, met the incitement standard. The court rejected the defense that this was peaceful democratic advocacy. No specific act of violence was found necessary for conviction. For Li and Chow, the conviction means a criminal record for subversion and imminent imprisonment, after almost 5 years already in custody, with the difference between time served and a new sentence of up to 10 years now determinative. For the city, the verdict confirms that organizing, promoting, or sustaining the Victoria Park Vigil, for decades a tolerated gathering, is now prosecutable as subversion. Since 2020, thousands of arrests and numerous high-profile prosecutions under the law have closed much of the organized pro-democracy movement, shuttered independent media, and ended lawful street protests. The alliance convictions complete the legal dismantling of the group that sustained the vigils for 3 decades. Mitigation is scheduled for about August 28, 2026, with full sentencing to follow on a later date the court will set. The court has not indicated where within the 5 to 10 year serious tier Li, Chow, and Ho will fall, how time on remand since September 2021 will be credited, or whether additional penalties will apply. No appeal has been filed, and grounds for any appeal on law, procedure, or sentence have not been stated. Whether any lawful avenue remains for commemorating June 4th in Hong Kong is unsettled, pending the sentencing decision. Like and follow for more stories that matter.